Welcome on the channel. Today DC2dc charger. Of course, will be a lot of mechanical job if anybody are interested only in electrical part, just to go forward somewhere in this video will be electrical part or more electrical part will be about Ducato, because this is Ducato, but the main principles concern everyone. So nice weather, really nice, off docky. Today what I wanna do is fit the DC to DC converter, and to tell the truth I have two options. One was installing under passenger seat and second under driver seat. It should be as close as to the battery as we can, but I think this is the only options what I have, because the wire which I wanna use is up to here, means I have to use the driver side and fit it under driver seat. So let's start it. First I measure it. This is lower at seat base, so first what I wanna do is take out the driver seat, will be better access to it, or maybe even driver seat together with civil plate. Okie dokie, so we have like a operation point much better right now. I'm thinking about somewhere here. We need some space over and some space under, just to better cooling, or make it like that, so we have chance to fit the fan, let's say, if we want. Okie dokie, some cardboard aided design will be necessary. Too much thinking, too little action. So first what I wanna do is mechanically fitting here, then I start thinking about wiring. Who knows how to do it? The best will be something to keep the space, let's say 4 centimeters, 40 mil, to possibly fit the fan, small computer fan. Okay, so let's say something like that. Of course we can also build it here, maybe even better idea. Too many ideas. Coffee break. Quick explanation why I'm thinking to fit it like this, not like that, because here we have like a pilot lamp for on off and for Bluetooth. So here we can at least take a look from bottom under the angle and see anything. Here will be do like that. Just I will chop this tube, this section like that, so I can bolt here and have access to the top bolt. So let's try to measure it's possible or not. should be okay. Two of them. Bang. Okay, still red hot. From the mechanical point of view, it's nearly ready. Okay, I just fit the packer, will be okay. And bottom, I think we have to tap. Okay, let's try it with the bottom. Let's say from the mechanical point of view is ready. Here's the packers just bolted, etc. So right now we can think about electric part. Here we have this converter socket with 50 amps maximum. Let's say 50 amps, I don't believe it. Okay, anyway, and they should be protected of one of these fuses, probably the first one, this one from the top, first 50 amp fuse, and I suppose so it's going, the wire going under this rubber. Of course I can make a wire and connect it. I don't have blades for this connector, maybe not, probably not, because it's quite huge, not typical, of course. So because I suppose I have a socket but somewhere, or this is the socket, or I can chop it and make connectors here. I want to use also this ground, or maybe it will be better just pull out from the loom these two wires and connect here. This is interesting idea. So let's check if we have power right now here in this socket. Yeah, we have power on this socket. So let's try to take out fuse before we start operating here. Yeah, we have no power. And right now I wanna check how this loom here goes under the floor. Okay, I take the footwell out and it shows, so this is this loom, it's going here and it's split, something going to the front and some, like I suppose, going. The best will be to take out the, it's not so easy because to take out the seat base I have to disconnect also handbrake. Okay, so right now everything is on the place. We have to protect this small wire again. So right now, of course, these wires are too long. Let's say seat base is on the place. Here I pull these 3 wires from this small computer fan. All wires are pulled out here. This is like a tensioner connector, who knows, 2 connectors, tensioner connector, and of course feed from the battery, ground. According to the manual, it should be ground up to 53 amps. This is for 50 amps, and wire from converter to the laser battery. And I also fit 2 wires for, I told you already. Finally I decided to paint it black. Okie dokie. So let's say we can fit DC to DC charger right now. Just to remind, we have 2 wires from converter socket. Not always these sockets are inside the van. I don't know why they are or not, but in this case it was. If I don't have these wires, I have to run the wire just from battery terminal, from here up to this place. If I wanna fit in this place, I think it's a good place, because according to the manufacturer specification, it have to be close to the battery. Can be under, let's say, passenger seat. Same. We can run the wire under this floor, rubber floor, I don't know, because it's a channel here. Okay. This is 2 of them, and third is going to the battery, because this is non-isolated version. It means is connected to the chassis. But let's say somebody have no this socket, so red wire will be run from battery terminal again here. But what with black? Of course we can connect to the battery also, but let's say here, but we can use the point on the chassis, which are used right now by factory wire. According to the converter's manual, this point is good up to 53 amps, because this charger have 30 amps. So because these wires are provided up to 50 amps current, it's a bit thin, but only okay, good safety margin. Ground wire are connected here to this point under the driver footwell, and if anybody have to run his own wire, he also can use this point. This is Orion Smart 12 to 12 30. It means 12 volt to 12 volt 30 amp non-isolated DC to DC charger, and we have on the bottom we have 3 terminals, in, ground and out, plus this is for remote, but to work here have to be bridge, and is provided by this by supplier. Small socket where we can fit the wires for remote, or just like a fit the factory bridge to working. Because of course before we start it's a word to read the manual. Okay, why I fit this fan? Because in manual they state so they want to provide 10 centimeters below and over and below for good cooling, because it's heat a bit more or less. So because it will be no such a space, I decided to fit this fan earlier than later, because dc2dc charger, if he starts overheated, he works, but the output go down. So means good, it works, but if output go down, it will be not too good. So I decide to fit this fan anyway. It's not connected yet, I don't know how to connect it yet. Right now I wanna figure out how long so ready. Of course, we have to remember to do all connections with batteries disconnected, both car battery when I take out the fuse, or when we install our wiring without fuse, and disconnected of course from the laser battery. And of course we can take the fuse or just disconnect the battery. It's one thing. Right now we can connect, fit the fuses, program, we have to go into the application, set everything, then feed this bridge, what I talking earlier, or wires for remote switch or something like that, if you wanna do this.